After hours, a figure stands in amber red light, dressed head to toe in alabaster cloth, shadow boxing under flashes of sunshine. In the figure's left hand is cold steel, a razor-thin 110 centimeter epic blade. The figure's delicate movements look more like the Shaolin monks of the 1970s Kung Fu wave than the graceful, subtle, and restrained movements of fencing. Sabrina, in sweats, watches from the shadows.
Tighten your stance. And strike. Superb, but don't get cocky. Anything can happen tomorrow. It's kill or be killed, and he's a spree killer. Only came second to you in the championships by a margin.
I know.
Won the African fencing championships, and with the European championships out of the way, that makes this his second time taking home the title.
Playing for both Africa and Europe sounds tricky. Don't most of these games look down on dual citizens?
It was in some interview he did for Al Jazeera. His father is from Tunisia, his mother's from Martinique, but our guy's spending most of his time in the former. Like any black kid in his position, he's going to make the most of his time, talent, and resources, which means he's going to come at you with everything that he's got.
Doesn't matter. I won nationals.
So?
I also won Pan American, meaning I'm the best in the US.
Great! Remember that talking point tomorrow when you're in front of the reporters.
I also won the World Cup.
Big deal, you two were neck and neck. You did that spread for Sports Illustrated with him. What'd you think?
There were a few others there too.
Here, I have 3 copies of the damn issue in my hotel room. You two were front and center.
It's complicated.
You're one fight away from being an Olympic medalist.
Message received.
I want you to be ready.
He's no Alid Argerevich.
Well, who is? But he's up there. You both are.
Yeah, come tomorrow. I'll be on some Nito Naughty type-ish.
If you're the best in the U.S., he's the apex of Africa. Sure, I can think of a few faces in Asia, a few up-and-comers in the States, some of the vets out in Vienna, St. Petersburg, but that matchup between our guy and that kid from South Korea at the Cup, the one with the explosive speed.
Was one hell of a match.
Yeah.
Happened just after that Russian kid from Sochi called me.
Oh, don't repeat it. Please, it's such an ugly word. All that Turtzner forgot was a red card. A minor infraction for what should have been an immediate
disqualification. Doesn't matter. You caught the look on his face when the director said I had the right of way at the top of the match. The way he flung his helmet. It lit a fire in his ass like a cigar at the top of a cherry. Match was over before it began. All he could do was cower away and go on defense.
It was like Mortal Kombat. Flawless victory!
Finish it!
Fatality! Pierre wins! That was his last match of the season. And now he's a bench warmer on the Sabre team. Bummer. So eyes on the prize. Focus on the kid from Tunisia.
After their match, that Asian kid cried in the showers, blubbering like a bitch. Coaches try to get him out. Then walks in this cock of the walk, French Africa boy, looking like a prom king. Drags him out, gives him a pep talk that he probably practiced in front of a mirror for months to get it right. Makes him get dressed and treats him to a Gatorade. By the end of it, that South Korean kid was singing his praises like he was some swashbuckling Cassius Clay.
He is kind of a triple threat. Did you watch the tapes?
Every last one. Got a notebook full of stuff on this guy. Don't worry, it's handled.
Just to be sure, how about a practice round?
No, I've practiced already. I did all that, I've done all that. I'm good, Sabrina. Go home.
It's coach, you delinquent. When Arnold and Helmut are away, I'm your coach.
Whatever you say, Sabrina.
Here, stop, I'm serious.
So you get a promotion and I'm just supposed to treat you different.
You can call this a promotion. I underwhelm the judges at Nationals, take 3rd at the World Games, but somehow lose my endorsements and somehow I'm magically disqualified from the Olympics, even though I'm technically 5th in the country.
It's just a year.
And then, let's be real, a bunch of these hotshots coming up in the ranks, they're like, what, 15, 16?
So you're gonna be 30. Big whoop! Gesra Imri was...
a 41-year-old cis white dude who had his ass handed to him in the last 20 seconds of a match to a Korean kid literally half his age. Not exactly your best example, Pierre. If you're a female, and especially if you're a female athlete, once you turn 30, you're like this open plot of land no one cares about. You're just this space, this void, this vacant plain, this old abandoned parking lot teenagers sneak off to go drinking in. And then there's only just enough space to lay yourself out to pasture.
Hey, I don't have time to kiki at your little pity party. Kind of in the middle of something.
You have 36 hours. And then I'm right back to being the Pope of Smoke, agreed?
Aye, aye, Captain.
I may sound like a Somali pirate, but please address me as Coach. They won't respect me if you don't.
Coach, you know I got nothing but love and respect for you.
That's better. I know you love and respect me. You love and respect me so much, you'll do this little spar session I set up for you.
Damn it, Coach. I said no. I get in my head, I get distracted, and no offense, but the last few guys you brought in have been lacking, to say the least.
Think you're gonna like this one.
Fine, but I want to get out of here soonish. When do they get here?
They're here. Mask on. We're in the back. I'm sure I knew this one's quite the debutante. Feel free to rough him up a little bit. Have fun, but not too much. He's got a match tomorrow. Ciao!
Got a name? Not much of a conversationalist, I see. All right, let's make this quick. There's a bed with my name on it, and I'd really like to order takeout from this spot down the street before they close. Someone's antsy. En garde! Prêt! Allez! You've managed to pique my interest. Though I'd like to know how Coach managed to sneak you in here, Tariq.
Your career stagnates. You make an excellent detective.
Your equipment may obscure your physique some, but that arabesque, you did that in the match with that Asian kid in the cup. Blew my mind when I saw it. How could something be so ferocious and so elegant at the same time? Then I remember that article you did for The Guardian. How many years of ballet was it?
13 years, give or take.
Give or take. Your movements were a dead giveaway.
Oh, is that right?
With avian agility and angelic acrobatic flair and pinpoint precision, Tariq Amari, whose gentility and grace bring to mind a young Rudolph Nureyev, could not only be one of the greatest fencers to ever live, but also one of the greatest dancers. Nureyev, I didn't know he was a dancer. I've gone up against a bunch of guys, and none of them move the way you do. The way you move, it's like you're hang gliding on solid ground.
Oh, you flatter. I see you've done your research. What else do you know about me?
More info than I care for. Enough to face off against you. That's for true.
Is that right?
You're not the only one capable of putting on a show.
Put your money where your mouth is.
I will. Tomorrow at noon.
Oh, loosen up and have some fun. Stick around for a sneak preview of coming events.
Your voice.
Pardon?
Your accent. You don't sound like... It's just, I've read a bunch of interviews with you, and you don't sound like they describe...
How am I supposed to sound?
Aren't you from Tunisia?
I'm from all over.
But
I've
mostly-
lived all over.
But mostly Tunisia.
As they say, you gotta get a gimmick.
Oh, Mom, your mom's from Macckinck, but your dad's from Tunisia. At least that's what I read.
Oh, gotta get a gimmick.
So what? You turn on the accent?
My friend, I speak Berber, Arabic, French, Farsi, Spanish, and English. Do yourself a favor and do not, under any circumstances, dictate to me about how I decide to present myself to the world.
So dictate. Like I'm fucking Marie Antoinette all of a sudden? Just that it was super fucking disingenuous is all I'm saying. Some black boy in France or some black kid in Africa probably looking up to you. They're living in the cut, living in the middle of nowhere, and you're...
Oh, please! Pierre Melrose, the poor black boy from the slums of Baton Rouge who grew up in abject poverty, living in the slums of the Old South, and but with hard work and determination landed a scholarship where he would leave behind a life of hopping from one battered women's shelter to another with his mother in the effort to escape the clutches of his opioid-addicted father.
My life? What I've actually lived through? What I continue to live through is not some gimmick.
No, but if we're being honest, when it's plastered all over a press release, it reads more like an option for a motion picture that would be all the sweeter if you or your team won gold at the games.
What do you mean if?
You're up against me, and I too like to study my prey before I suck the meat off their bones.
You want to suck the meat off my bones?
That's your comeback?
Really? I'm flattered. You just gotta buy me a drink first.
Oh, hush.
I don't want you thinking us Southern boys go for cheap.
Heard you talk a good game. Getting inside people's heads before going to the mat. Then you destroy them, inside and out. I don't get it.
Get what?
The whispers, the reputation. Though I adore the pet name, Pierre the Punisher Melrose, the boogeyman of the backsword. What did that Russian call you? His nickname for you?
The spook with the
Spook
saber?
with the saber. Said that right before the director decided to intervene. After he called you the N-word.
You got a problem or something, man?
The whole world was watching. And instead of dropping his ass then and there, you made it comfortable for that Russian snollygoster to call you a...
How did I make it comfortable? How?
He mocked you multiple times on live TV. And instead of talking back the way you do, you kept quiet, kept your head down. He called you a spook, a spade, and everything in between.
And give them the satisfaction of saying the black boy from Baton Rouge was too sensitive, too delicate for the big leagues?
You just stood there, dumbfounded.
So you'd have it I drop my blade, beat his ass, and stomp him out like I got no home training?
Abso-fucking-lutely!
And get disqualified. Lose out on the Olympics? Word to God, or whatever you Tunisians believe in, if we had to switch places in that very moment, what would you have done?
Left with my dignity.
You got a lot of rage for a token.
Excuse me?
Did I say something offensive? Or are you or aren't you the lone black boy on a team of swashbuckling Arabs? Hey, I get it, brother. We're in the same boat.
I'm not your brother.
Oh, so you would curse him out with your fake-ass accent on live TV.
At least those watching would have known where I stood, where I drew the line.
After your match with that South Korean kid, you waltzed in like some magical Negro life coach.
So what? He trained for months. This was his last match of the year, his last chance to prove himself, and he lost in the second round, 15-2.
You win some, you lose some. That's the game of life. That's the fundamental difference between you and me. This token is not out here trying to be liked. Popularity ends on yearbook day, but respect lasts forever. And school's out.
I am going to enjoy cutting you your ribbons tomorrow.
No time like the present.
The young men look at the lances on the floor and lock eyes. They pick up the sabers off the floor, replace them with their epées, and back away slowly. Tariq looks at his headgear and casually flings it aside. Pierre smirks and lays his headgear down to the floor and casually pushes it away from him. They get in position. A moment.
I didn't ask for this, you know? No one asked me if I wanted to be the great black hope.
Neither did I, brother. But the monkeys gotta dance their dance, and the game gotta keep going.
Let's see if your sword play is as good as your press agent.
Come at me with everything you have.
On guard!